Yeah, so today is the podcast studio overview. We're going to break down the podcast studio, all the components, why we put them together, and how they all connect and function. I went through electronics course in the military, and I'm a network engineer, by trade. So, I like tech gadgets and how they work and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of my wheelhouse. First, we're going to start with the mic. We have Hale PR40s, which are in the podcasting world. They're top five. They're really high grade. I believe they're about $200 a piece, and these are they have actually a built-in pop filter, which we'll get to a pop filter a little bit later. They have XLR connections, and XLR is X connector, locking connector, rubber boot, which is this connector right here. You have to twist lock them, and as you can see right here, they have a 3-prong. So a lot of the mics have either a USB or an XLR connection, and after a lot of research, you can use either or, but a lot of the professional grade equipment is XLR, and that's kind of what David and I wanted to go with, higher end. So if you're looking just a budget grade, you could go with the USB mic. If you're looking for a little bit higher end, you're going to get to that, then XLR. Now, this mount right here, we have a broadcast arm. Now, David and I bought this setup on Amazon in a bundle, and we'll put that in the show notes on the YouTube video. And this broadcast swing arm, it's a mount. This one is by RA, and it's a pretty sweet, it connects to a flat table. This has a quick little bracket over here you can tighten up like a clamp. Actually, I think David found this, was like, hey man, we need to get one of these broadcast arms that has a trough for the cable to go through. And the reason why is, you need counter space when you have a podcast, and this arm right here, the mic has to be close to your face for the voice, but you don't want cables hanging around. It's a pain in the ass. So this one here, this swing arm, broadcast arm, it's a BAI-2X, and we'll have the links to all this stuff in the show notes, YouTube video. And this mount right here, it's the microphone slides in and out of this mount. And this is I'm just going to take it out of here. And this is a shock mount. And if you notice, the mic slides in and out. So this is the actual mic right here, Hale PR40, super good mic. This right here, if you can look closely or not, this is kind of like a suspension. It's a shock absorber, and it's super easy to put together. You just pop that in there, and then put your XLR cable back, and you're good to go. So you got your mic, your broadcast, and your swing arm, and your XLR cable is feeding through there. Next thing I want to talk about is our headphones. We chose the Audio-Technica. These are highly rated. They have noise canceling, earpieces, and really high quality. They extend up. They have a leather inner liner for the top of your head. Really nice, high quality earpieces, and they're just top shelf. And they're at a really budget price on Amazon. Price is fluctuating, but we checked prices, and these were at the high grade. Best bang for your buck. Again, it's the Audio-Technica ATH M50X. Okay, so we just got done going over the mics, broadcast arms, headphones. Now let's talk about what brings everything together. We chose the H6 Zoom handy recorder, and I did a lot of research on this. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and this was by far the best bang for the buck. It has, we talked earlier about the XLR connections. So the microphones, cable, the XLR, these cables right here feed through the broadcast arms, come down here. These feed into the H6 Zoom recorder. So our audio is coming through the mic, coming through the cord, coming into this XLR connection. And what's really cool about this recorder / audio interface, and the laptop here, it does not have connections for an XLR. So this interface basically takes the audio in here, and it comes out as a USB cable. We have dual headphones, and so the headphones come into a splitter, a Y cable splitter. So we put each headphone into that, and then single headphone jack into the Zoom H6. And the Zoom H6 is a pretty sweet little device. It has tons of features and functions on it. What David and I use it for Firing the Man podcast, we use it as an audio interface mostly. And when we go to conferences and shows and do a remote podcast, it's a recorder. So it'll actually record the audio into an SD card, memory card on the recorder itself. And we get home, take it out, and then you can edit the audio and transfer files that way. It has, the H6 Zoom has 4 connections. You could have up to 4 audio inputs. It has 2 XLR inputs on this side, 2 XLR inputs on that side, and it has it takes 4 AA batteries. So pretty sweet little device. Comes with a carrying case, and it comes with an accessory package. Lots of cool stuff, and we'll put the bundle where we got it from on Amazon into the show notes to the YouTube video.
So we run this entire podcast off of a 4-year-old MacBook Pro. Now, what I'll tell you is I've never installed any system updates, and the reason I say that is whatever you have, there's a free recording software on both Mac and PC. On Mac, it comes with GarageBand, and that's what we record everything with, and that's where I can go in and do the editing after. Now, it's pretty easy to use. I would tell you, if you're going to edit in GarageBand, spend some time to learn the computer keyboard shortcuts. Editing and splicing things up, I say and a lot, and I try to edit those out. And so when you're splicing a podcast several times, it's nice to have some keyboard shortcuts. So that saved me a ton of time. But running off of an old MacBook Pro, and let me show you how this hooks up with our Zoom H6. One thing I hate about Macs is they don't have very good ports on the side. This particular one just has 2 lightning bolt ports, and so I have this dongle that has HDMI, USB, and a couple other Fire ports. So the way this hooks up to the computer, there's a cord that comes with the Zoom H6, and it plugs into this small port right here, and this goes just around back. This hooks up to an HDMI cord, which I hook into my dongle.